everybody, welcome back to another video. I'm Purple Game here, and today I'm playing some more Bloons Adventure Time Tower Defense. So today, as you can see, we are back in the Martian games. Cool looking map, we haven't played this one in a while. Lock of Phantoms. Restrictions, local heroes, no allies, reanimation protocol. It sort of gave this one to me, but I'm going to be redoing. So I did actually do this test a while ago, but back before I had the premium characters, seeing not how far. I just did it on Unpoppable. This is so convoluted and random, and yeah, this is just a bad way of introducing this. Basically, to put this simply, I had all of the Adventure Time characters, minus the premium ones, and I did Unpoppable with them, and it was fun. It's been a long time since then. I have the premium characters now, and we're going to be testing out on Martian games, with probably slightly better and definitely different builds. So I'm going to quickly go through the characters, just scroll through them so you can see what trinkets and weapons I have. I will say, for some characters, I was very specific and did some good choices. Some characters, not that it mattered very much, but I did some more random choices, so, not Finn, actually. Ice King's a little diffy, Marcelin's fine, Hunter Marcelin's good, Warrior PB is just whatever I felt like at that point. Jake's a little bit of that, because I was bored and wasn't quite sure what to put there, because those characters don't really have much damage, and I was out of good trinkets, so yeah. Let's just get started though, honestly. I think this should be a lot of fun. I'm not entirely sure how far we'll last. I'm willing to bet a decent length, but who knows, around 30, around 40 maybe. And obviously we can very easily start off. We can very easily start off with Tuxedo Jake and get some money making going, so Tuxedo Jake and Finn, let's get all the money rolling in as soon as possible. I don't have Monkey Farmer. I have to collect money manually. I haven't had to do that in a while. It's annoying when that's the case. I have to do things manually. It takes so much longer. Actually, it doesn't. It just takes more effort. But yeah, no. So this should be pretty easy. We do have a lot of money-making thanks to Tuxedo Jake. I mean, we also have PB and Finn, so there's a lot of money-making to go around. I'll probably just use Tuxedo Jake, though, because I don't think we'll need any more money than that, because we don't have allies, so we only have so much we can spend money on, so yeah. I've also just realized I gave Missile to Tuxedo Jake and not Finn, when Missile Finn is like a proper build and everything that I've used before. I don't know what I was thinking. That was probably a mistake. It won't make that big of a difference, but it'll make some degree of a difference. That was definitely a mistake on my part. At least I'm pretty sure that's what I did. So yeah, that was dumb. I apologize for that. That was not a smart choice. That was definitely a mistake. Though again, probably won't make that big of a difference. The missile's pretty powerful, like it does 50 damage per missile to Moabs, but even still, we'll be doing like tens of thousands of damage, so an extra 50 DPS isn't all that insane. Though, I mean, it's a fairly decently large difference, so we'll see. We will definitely see. Alright, these are toxic waters. I'm just looking down at the waters on this map, just all the floating skulls in them. Poison. Yeah, that's not great. I wouldn't exactly say that was all that great. I actually will probably go with Brofist right now. I'll probably end up selling Finn to go for his better cross path later, but I'll start with Brofist for the time being because I still need money. Just like Tuxedo Jake, I'll probably sell him around as well, but Brofist I think is actually more efficient than going for Superstar. I could be wrong, that may be wrong. Superstar just costs like 5 times as much, so I'm pretty sure it makes sense to get Brofist first. Though, now that I'm trying to think about the math, that's probably not right, because I'm pretty sure Superstar 4 times is your income, which means that you make a lot more money with it, but at the same time, it's not that big of a deal, so I really probably shouldn't worry about that. Not an issue, really. It'll definitely take us a bit to set up the money. Once we get this money-making upgrade for Tuxedo Jake, though, we'll probably be good for a while. Also, we're actually starting to leak balloons. Surprisingly enough, my makeshift, not that high damage focused Finn isn't doing all that great. Also, camera balloons and lead balloons, gonna need to get Tuxedo Jake's upgrades for that, so I should probably keep that in mind. I think we're okay though. Never mind, not leads, we have the missiles. I don't know what I'm talking about. For camo balloons though, but as I was going to say actually, Martian games, they don't really send many camo balloons at you, also we can buy our upgrade. They really don't. I haven't noticed very many at all when playing throughout the Martian games through a variety of different attempts. We'll go for Dungeon Fit next. We should just probably go for these upgrades quickly. Even if we're not going to keep this Tuxedo Jake and we're going to sell him later, we should still get Inspiring Melody just to be safe, because that's probably going to be important at some point. Yeah, before we have to sell him. So I probably won't sell him until I have a lot of money, have placed most of my towers down. So that's obviously a big deal. I know one of my towers I gave like a trinket that let them be placed on water for extra attack speed. I think it was Flame Princess, which was an interesting choice on my part to give Flame Princess to have her be the one tower that I'm gonna put on the water, but I guess sure. I think that's why I did that, was to Flame Princess. Yeah, you're gonna be my water tower for some reason, because that makes so much sense, of course. It makes truly so much sense. Also, I should probably actually upgrade Dungeon Finn first, since he's really powerful. Not that the early game's really going to be much of an issue. We should have a pretty easy time making it to the first bad balloon, because I'm pretty sure most of these towers could probably solo all the way to the first bad balloon, so them combined really shouldn't be that much of an issue. But still, gotta make sure I get some upgrades, because if I don't, I may I may feel over-prepared, but I'm actually not, and they send a DT at me, and I just can't pop it instantaneously, and it leaks, which would suck, because I don't really have a way to restart. That's not true, I have Time Machine, but I don't think, I have my Time Machine character down. So, point is, there'd be issues. As far as Dungeon Finn's ability, I think I'm gonna go Focus Fire, because it's more bad balloon DPS, which I think is what we're gonna struggle with in the long run. A little early to buy it, but no real issue going for it now. So, that's my quick explanation of why I'm choosing that upgrade, or that ability. Their abilities will kind of suck, because we don't have Cobra, and without Cobra, abilities are just twice as bad. Or half as good, whichever one you prefer. So yeah, abilities definitely not nearly as strong as they would be otherwise, because Cobras are OP, and is definitely the best ally in the game. Other things, what else? What else to talk about? Yeah, so some of my characters here are obviously going to be ending up doing a lot more work than others. If I had to say, probably Dungeon Finn, Hunt Martian, Flame Princess, and Peebee will be, like, over 70% of the pops. That's my guess. Though obviously, that's 4 towers, I have 10 towers. Saying 4 out of my 10 towers is a little over half my DPS isn't that much, but they're going to be definitely doing the majority, so yeah, that's I don't know what I'm saying. Man, I need to have more things to talk about. That is just a fact, I guess, so that's probably going to be a fact, that they're going to be doing the majority of the damage. Let's just go run to Marceline now, because I clearly need something else to talk about. Hunter Marceline is here. Don't worry, I actually did get her Smart Stakes upgrade this time. I equipped her special trinket. A lot of people, actually, not a lot of people, one person complained in my Hunter Marceline army that I didn't use it, or that I didn't, like, have that trinket, so I didn't have her. Did I go for Straight Path? I did not mean to do that. I mean, Straight Path's actually pretty decent for this map, but even still, I didn't mean to do that, because I just don't like how it looks. What else was I going to say? I was saying something there, right. That in the Hunter Marceline, like, Martian game Send the Clones, I didn't equip a trinket that lets her get the Smart Stakes upgrade, that lets her Stakes Ricochet. That's because if I'm buying 100 Marcelins, 100 Hunter Marcelins, and... Oh wait, you actually have to go on land, right. Puny PB, you have to walk on land. What was I gonna say? Yes. But someone complained about that, but if I have like 100 Hunter Marcelins, it doesn't make sense to spend $3,500 on making each one pop more balloons, because Pierce wasn't going to be an issue when we're mostly struggling with a single or 2 bad balloons, so yeah. Let's go for PB's abilities, though. PB, this is probably the one, or she's probably the type that's going to suffer the most from the lack of Cobras, because basically her exclusive DPS is from, what is it? It is from her ability. Okay, only a few more things to go for. We'll go for Cobra, not Cobra now. Jake now, he might as well be a Cobra. He has some ability cooldown reduction, thanks to Be Calmed by My Saliva. Man, Jake's upgrades really do have just the weirdest names. Honestly, Jake's biggest use right now is being the Bad Balloon Staller, because his ability's the only thing, not the only thing, one of the 2 abilities in the entire game that can stall bad balloons, which is cool. You don't need to be here, Warrior PB. You kind of suck, so you'll be the last tower I place. Ice King, you'll be used to stunning ZMGs and DDTs, even though they're not probably going to be much of an issue in the first place. They're here, or he's here, so he can do it if necessary. I also have Slime Staffs, I think, from Warrior PB, so she'll be back eventually, and you'll see the slimes, the glorious slimes, that probably won't do anything. Okay, Marceline can be up next. I'm going to put Marceline just over here. and then I'll put Warrior PB next to her. You can just be on Pursuit Mercilin. There's no real need for me to be controlling you, because I doubt you'll make much of a difference anyways, but still, I'll still do this. I will still sell for this. I actually do have a lot of abilities here. I don't really know why I'm surprised by that. I could have a lot more. Maybe one day I'll try to get as many abilities as possible in the game, like with the amount of characters and allies I have. That would be a cool video. I don't know if it would be that interesting. Let me know if you guys want to see something like that, where I try to get as many abilities in the tab as possible. Not including duplicates, just like individual abilities, as many as possible. Because I think that would be kind of fun to do. It would be a little chaotic, and then I could just spam every single ability, and it would be a lot of fun. Okay, so money-making wise, we're looking pretty good. We do definitely have a few more expenses once we sell Tuxedo Jake and Finn to buy their better versions, so not to mention I still have to place and upgrade Warrior PB, which is somewhat expensive. Warrior PB is not cheap. So we still have a ways to go. As you can see, Bloons, including ZMGs, are getting one-shotted just about instantaneously as soon as they spawn onto the map. And there we go. Those are all my main upgrades. All my characters are here. I don't know why there's one slot here that's empty. I really don't. I have 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10 characters. Why is there one empty slot? There's no 11th character, and I can't have allies, so why are you there? I really don't get it. It's bothering me. If you guys know why it's there, is it just there if you have less than 11 things? Maybe it is. It's bothering me, though, that it's here. Anyways, though, let's actually sell Tuxedo Jake quickly, and rebuy him before the DTs get here, because that could cause issues. But we'll go for his other cross path that lets him get catchy tunes. So all my characters will have boost, and also a small attack speed boost, which should matter, maybe. Next up, we'll go for Finn. Finn, you need to be in range of PB. I don't know if that's good enough. I'm gonna put Finn over here. Well, I'll start with Finn over here. Can he get his upgrade with PB? You can get Bound by Wood. Okay, cool, we're good then. Had to double check that for a second, but we totally can, so that's all good. PB, get Royal Promise, boom. Finn is now attack speed god, and I believe everyone is maxed out. Just click on every character individually, make sure, oh wait, no, Hunter Martian, you have a Garlic Bomb upgrade thanks to PB. Everyone else, we're good, right? Everyone has their upgrades purchased. Ice King. Great, cool. I believe that's everyone. Pretty sure everyone has their upgrades. We've got all of our abilities lined up. And now we just get to survive. I believe the first Bad Bloons come in this round, so we'll get to take a look. How well can they do without their abilities? How much, or how long does it take them to pop the Bad Balloon? I'm willing to bet not very long, because these balloons seem to be getting annihilated pretty much instantaneously, but we will still have to wait and see a little bit. Oh wait, come on, Bad Balloon, here we go. What's gonna happen? I mean, it didn't make it far, but it lasted like 3 or 4 seconds, so that's too long, obviously. I'm gonna mention this again. I feel like I mentioned this in every single Martian Games video since I made it to round 100, but, Bad Balloons on round, like, 25-ish versus round 100 have about 10 times the amount of health. So, this Bad Balloon had about 30,000 health, the one on round 100 has about 300,000, and then, well, 4 to 5 Bad Balloons have about 300,000 health on round 100. So, we have to deal about 20 times, 10 to 20 times the damage about 10 to 20 times the damage we are currently dealing right now, or not, that doesn't really make sense. The Bad Balloons of round 100 will have around 10 to 20 times the amount of health that they do now, so we'll have to deal that damage, so we'll need to spend nearly 10 times the amount of time. I don't know what I'm saying. Point is, Bad Balloons will have more health, we'll need to do the same amount of damage, we'll need to do more damage rather, and I don't know if we'll be able to do that amount of damage in the amount of time we have. That was something. Let's actually just try quickly, if we spam a lot of these abilities, are we OP then? Like, does this make this really easy? Because I have all sorts of abilities I can use here to make this so much easier, including the giant machine meant to shoot a laser beam. It shakes my screen that looks so weird. I really shouldn't use that. I think YouTube doesn't like that very much. I do want to show you guys the Bad Balloon star with Jake's ability, in case you guys haven't seen it yet, but we need another Bad Balloon first, so gotta wait for that. I am willing to bet if I do spam these abilities, though, the Bad Balloons will just melt. Not that they're necessarily not melting right now, but they definitely will if I use the ability. The towers, or not the towers, the balloons actually do another loop around the map though, so it's not exactly, like, it's not like if they pass all of our towers, we lose. They still have to go all the way around them again, so it shouldn't take that long. Okay, bad balloon gets stalled. That actually does a significant amount of damage as well, but mostly it just stalls the bad balloon, which is obviously super helpful, because bad balloon stalling is very good, because it gives us more time to pop the bad balloon, which is important. This definitely looks like it's going to be pretty easy, though, so I think, like a lot of my Martian Games videos recently, I'm going to wait another round or two with you guys here, and then I will probably just cut for, see you guys, not cut, I'll cut to, 5 or 10 rounds later, and show you guys how much worse we're doing, how much stronger the bad balloons are, how we're doing, if we're going to lose soon, stuff like that. Hopefully this time I'll check in before we actually lose, because I believe the last time I checked in, and we had already lost, which sucked. But I'll try to make sure that we haven't lost yet by the next time I see you guys. But yeah, so I think at the end of this round, I'll probably check back, or I'll probably cut to that. I don't really know what I'm saying sometimes. I feel like I'm talking in a very confusing way, and explaining things very confusingly. Also, fortified bad balloons, so ability scare, use abilities. Kill it. Just kill it all. Kill it all. Kill them all. Kill all the balloons. Defeat the balloons. I know I definitely used to think that the balloons, not the balloons, that the monkey characters were stronger than the Adventure Time characters in this game. I don't know if I believe that anymore. I think it was mostly because dark weapons, which was exclusively monkeys for, not exclusively monkeys, pre-Hunter Martian were exclusively monkeys for mostly obvious reasons, were way stronger than all of the weapon types as far as I'm concerned. And because of that, the monkeys did a pretty good job. They were very powerful. But I feel like now that I have the premium characters, the Adventure Time characters are probably stronger than the monkey characters. But who knows, maybe if we get super lucky, one day we'll have a Martian Games on this map with zombies, with only monkey characters, and then we'll get to try this again. That would be cool. Also, we need more abilities because we're starting to struggle again. It's okay. Once I activate all of my powerful abilities, I didn't mean to do that. I did not mean to summon a fin club, which I don't think I did, but everything died, so it's okay. Just kill the Bloons. We'll be all okay. But yeah, I think I'm gonna see you guys in a round or two, not a round or two, like 5 rounds, and I'll check back in to show you guys our progress. Okay, so I'm back like 30 seconds later. As you may or may not be able to tell in the background, we just sort of died. We have the extra life, so we technically didn't die, but we also very much so did. So yeah, fortified bad balloons turns out really powerful. Turns out they don't necessarily do a second loop. So the fortified bad balloon, I need to sell a tower to just show this off. Warrior PB, I'll rebuy your upgrades. Warrior PB is gonna be our bad balloons. Bad balloon moved around, and then it got popped like here, and the DTs just left, and we lost, which really sucked. But obviously we have one more chance, so I can actually use abilities better. One weird thing that did happen though was the bad balloon became like small and deflated and weird looking. So that may have had an effect on this, and if it did, then obviously that would make a lot of sense. So I'm not sure, maybe this will be easy, but I'm just gonna stay with you guys then. Who knows how long we'll last, probably only a round or two now at this rate. Looks like fortified bad balloons are definitely a big issue. Normal bad balloons still die really fast. It's really just the fortified bad balloons that seem to be causing a lot of problems, which sucks. But hopefully I'll just be able to use some better abilities and use more of my abilities, and we should be okay. That's probably the case. I doubt we'll have any issues if I actually use my abilities constantly, especially if I'm like spamming PDs, for example. But still, it's kind of annoying. It's one more thing I gotta do, and it's gonna cause more lag and make the game look more crazy. I believe, yeah, this is the fortified bad balloon that killed us right here, so I'll try to use more abilities this time around to give us a better shot of killing it, because obviously there's quite a lot we can do. And as you saw there, the bad balloon got melted. So obviously some of those abilities I can't necessarily use for each bad balloon, but a lot of them I can, so I really shouldn't be in nearly as much trouble as I actually am. Or, sorry, as I was there and, like, losing. That really shouldn't have happened. This shouldn't be that difficult. It's just abilities are, like, they make up a massive amount of my DPS and my damage, so without them, I don't do very well, and I thought I could at least handle that round without them. But I guess not. I even did end up using abilities, like, once the bad balloon got a little bit farther along. But we still lost, which is kind of surprising. Yeah, not entirely sure what else I have to say. We did technically lose out on some attack speed on Finn, so technically we're slightly weaker, but probably won't make that big of a difference, as I don't think Finn was contributing all that much to damage. Like, we look at his damage, he's at 186k, Ice King's at 99k, Jake's at 133, Dungeon Finn's at 500,000, Flame Princess is at 300,000, Hunter Marceline 500,000. Never mind, Finn, you're doing 200k, you're actually doing pretty solid. I may actually need to sell you at the end of this round and do some shenanigans to try to get back your Royal Promise, because turns out you're doing a lot of damage, Finn. This is surprising. He doesn't have a powerful build on him. I didn't give him a lot of damage or attack speed. I don't know why he's doing so well. Turns out Finn's actually really good damage. I honestly didn't know that. That's a little surprising to me. Also, we're just absolutely melting things. Just with the addition of me spamming PB's ability, the Balloons just get absolutely melted. Probably because PB has also contributed, you know, a small 500,000 as well. Probably in the past, like, 3 rounds, though. I don't know, honestly, I'm a little surprised. I thought the damage would be less balanced, but ignoring Warrior PB, most arrows actually have a decent amount of pops. Like, it's fairly spread out. Not that spread out, but fairly spread out. With that, though, I will quickly just sell and rebuy Finn, just to get his upgrades going again, Bound by Word. Gotta redo all of this, which kind of sucks, but it's not that big of a deal, just to reset his attack speed. Should be able to go for it. Nope, I gotta sell PV as well, which sucks, because it's not actually a big deal, but it's a slightly larger deal, so that's annoying. Make sure we go for PV's ability, all-powerful ability. We can still go for it, right? Yeah, Royal Promise, awesome. Now, though, if we die, we die. No more second chances. Even though I technically had 2 revives, using... What am I doing? Why does it look like that? There we go. Using, or dying rather, when you have Royal Promise, means you technically have to use 2 revives to stay alive, because you die. Wait, no, that's not true. Never mind. In Impoppable, you died twice, because you only have 1 life, because it takes away 50 lives when you leak a life. It's weird. But because of that, you use 2 revives on Impoppable, but because we have 200 lives in the Martian games, that shouldn't actually happen, so ignore that, that's not a thing, we should be all okay. We're actually doing a pretty good job now, though again, it's a little scary, because 1 bad fortified Balloon and we lose, which obviously can happen pretty quickly. Though this looks like we're doing so much better, like so much better with PB's ability. It's a little surprising, honestly. I didn't think PB would contribute this much. Which it doesn't even look like she is. Well, that's not true. She's already at 123,000. Since then, Dungeon Finn gained like 70k. So she's dealing about twice as much damage as Dungeon Finn, who was my 2nd highest damage dealer. So, yeah, I mean, she's definitely adding a fair bit with her ability. But, I don't know. I guess it's a big deal. I didn't necessarily think it would be that big of a deal. But definitely seems to be... This is definitely pretty impressive. They're doing a good job. But this is kind of annoying and slow, because you gotta wait for the abilities to come up before we really do a lot of damage. And we are still taking a decent amount of time per bad balloon. Yeah, not entirely sure what else I have to say here. I guess I'll say this, I'll give a quick, I don't know what exactly to call, shout out to myself. Have you subscribed yet? You should if you haven't. And also give the video a like, and leave a comment. And check out my other videos. I don't know. And have a good day. That too. Hope you guys are having a good day. That's always important. Hopefully this video has brightened your day to some degree. Made you a little happier, excited to see it. I don't know. Hopefully that's the case. That's part of the goal, I guess. So yeah, that would be nice if that's true. That would be awesome. I'm up with ideas. A quick couple-minute break there for me to think. Elf Monkey in the Martian Games shop. I asked about this in the last Martian Games video. Do any of you guys have him? Because I've yet to find someone who actually has Elf Monkey. Because I want to know what he does. Because I think I'm going to spend my 25,000 or nearly 25,000 Martian gems on him. I just need to get a little bit more to be able to afford him. But I don't really know what he does. He's an uncommon ally, which makes me think he sucks. But I have no idea. So I need to find someone who actually has him before I want to buy him. But so far, no one said, hey, yeah, I have Elf Monkey, he does this, or he's great, or he's awful. Who knows, maybe what Elf Monkey does is he throws attacks that instantly one-shot bad balloons. Or he gives gifts that make you invincible for 1 second. He gives you 1,000 lives. He has an ability that makes you invincible for 1 round. I don't know. Or one-shots balloons, but it can one-shot bad balloons. So many possibilities. unlikely possibilities, but still possibilities. And I kind of want to know. All it mentions is that, like, he throws toys or something, because it talks about his, like, in his description, it says, oh, Elf Monkey now, like, uses toys that the Bloons have to, like, go over. So I think it's something kind of like Tetsubishi, but I don't know, and I really want to find out. So if one of you guys have Elf Monkey, please let me know. Please let me know what he does, and if I should get him. Because if not, I'll probably save for something else. Maybe Abe Lincoln's Penny. That one's pretty useful and looks pretty cool. Or the transporter, the Martian Games transporter. That's pretty useful too, because it lets me move towers around the map without selling them. That's a useful thing. That would be useful for many games and challenges. So that would be a fun one to do. I feel like I could do quite a few challenges with the extra ability to move characters around the map. Okay, this is honestly getting pretty slow again, so I think I actually will see you guys in another 5 rounds. But this time I'll actually remember to spam my abilities, so I won't instantly die. Okay, so I'm back, ready to spam some abilities, because we have a bad balloon making it really, really far. Like, really, really far, so I'm trying to keep us from dying. That was really close. The DTs were off my screen, and the ZMGs are still alive. There's still a ZMG here, which I don't love. We're gonna die to a ZMG. Wow, okay, that was close, but we actually lost. That kind of sucks, because I feel like we could have beaten that. We did capture the Martian throne, though, which is awesome. That's pretty great. But yeah, no, Elf Monkey. I'll show off the description now. Elf Monkey. These monkeys are taking a break from making toys to help out in the fight against the Bloons. Watch out for their super sharp decorations. So yeah, it does definitely sound like Tetsubishi type things, but I don't know. Why is he not a Martian Games ally? I don't know. Maybe he's kind of like Holiday BMO, when they were characters that you got from the, like, one of the first Christmas events. That's certainly possible, but I've never heard anyone talk about him, and I've never heard anyone that has him, so please, if you have him, let me know what he does, and if he's worth getting, because I'd love that. That would be helpful. But yeah, just thank you all for watching, I guess. I'll say it again. Give the video a like. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Leave a comment, and watch some of my other videos, because it's really appreciated. But beyond that, ooh, treasure Triskies, I'll buy those. You never have too many of those until you have 10. But yeah, there's also, by the way, I forgot to mention this, someone did mention this to me, there is a Joshua and Margaret Investigations event. Feel free to check out. I've done a variety of guides on this event, probably like 3 or 4, honestly. All of them are very helpful. You don't necessarily need to watch multiple of them. I probably recommend you watch, not necessarily the newest one, but like the second newest one, because the newest one is focused on other things. I think I did it combined with like a DDT guide. But yeah, so Josh and Margaret Investigations, it's here. Make sure if you want to, if you don't have all the legendary stuff, make sure you go ahead and try to get yourself a legendary wish orb. Or if you feel like grinding, I'm not going to do it, because for me, the best thing I can get is like 20 Cosmic Essence, which, although very helpful, isn't that insane, and it takes quite a bit of time to grind it out, so I'm not going to, but feel free to if you guys feel like it, and yeah, have a wonderful day. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye!